Good evening and welcome to our special report on the ongoing natural disaster gripping southern Thailand. The popular commercial hub of Hat Yai in Songkhla province has been declared a red zone as it battles what many are calling the most severe flooding in years. Weeks of relentless rainfall have escalated into a major crisis, affecting hundreds of thousands of lives and crippling critical infrastructure. The disaster, now entering its fifth consecutive day of critical severity, stems from a powerful, persistent monsoon trough that has hovered over the southern provinces. Hat Yai, a city already vulnerable due to its low-lying topography and proximity to the kh-long Utafao Canal, has been inundated. Meteorological data confirms that the area has recorded rainfall totals far exceeding historical averages, with some reports indicating over $595 of rain falling in a short period, pushing the kh-long Utafao dangerously close to overflow and causing widespread flash floods. The ground is entirely saturated. The floodgates and drainage systems, while operational, simply cannot cope with this sheer volume of water. It's a hydrological event of extreme intensity. This is not just a localized event. At least 6 provinces in southern Thailand are experiencing varying degrees of submergence, but the financial and human toll is most visible here in the heart of Hat Yai. The impact on the ground has been catastrophic. Official figures from the Provincial Disaster Command Center in Songkhla indicate that over 465,000 people across 16 districts have been affected, with Hat Yai alone accounting for over 243,000 affected residents. Water depths in urban areas have been reported to be over 1 meter, forcing rapid evacuations. Major transport routes, including key sections of the Hat Yai-Malaysia border connection, are impassable, effectively isolating the city in multiple areas. The crisis is rapidly escalating into a humanitarian concern. Residents, particularly those on lower floors, are stranded without access to clean water, electricity, or vital supplies. Power outages have been reported across large swathes of the city, complicating rescue efforts and communication. Furthermore, the economic damage to this major commercial and tourist center is immense. Businesses remain shut, and the disruption to supply chains is expected to have a lasting impact on the region's economy. The total flooded area is currently mapped at over 228,000 rai, comprising a mix of low-lying agricultural zones and dense urban communities. The Thai government has mobilized an extensive response. A Front Incident Command Center, led by a deputy governor, has been established directly in Hat Yai to streamline rescue and evacuation operations. Deputy Prime Minister Anutin Charnvirakul has personally visited the flood-hit areas, directing immediate action to accelerate the distribution of relief aid. The government is appealing for patience from the public as rescue teams struggle against the high waters and limited accessibility. Simultaneously, the Provincial Electricity Authority, P, is working to restore power in areas where water has begun to recede, a difficult and often dangerous task. However, the sheer scale of the disaster means resources are stretched thin. With continuous rainfall warnings still in place for Narathiwat and Songkhla, the danger of a second wave of flooding remains a major concern for authorities. Due to Hat Yai's popularity as a tourist destination, the crisis has also significantly impacted foreign nationals, particularly those from Malaysia. The Malaysian Foreign Ministry estimates that approximately 4,000 Malaysian citizens in Hat Yai and the wider Songkhla area were initially affected. The Malaysian Consulate General in Songkhla has activated an emergency operations team. Malaysian citizens were advised to gather at their hotel lobbies for coordinated evacuation efforts, often facilitated by local Thai authorities and Malaysian officials. Reports of stranded tourists rationing food and wading through kilometers of floodwater underscore the desperate situation. In a heartwarming show of solidarity, stranded Malaysians have expressed gratitude for the hospitality and care provided by Thai citizens and hotel staff, some of whom offered free accommodation and food despite their own hardships. The urgent focus now is securing medicine for elderly travelers with chronic conditions and ensuring safe passage out of the red zone. However, the sheer scale of the disaster means resources are stretched thin. With continuous rainfall warnings still in place for Narathiwat and Songkhla, the danger of a second wave of flooding remains a major concern for authorities.
Ini kereta tu suruh masuk. Dalam semua kereta suruh masuk.
Ada 3 kereta dalam.
3?
Tiga.
Semalam?
Malam pukul 2 kami bangun ni tengok kan. Semua orang dah ubah. Dia tak ubah, dia tidur.
Oh, 3 saja.
As of this evening, rescue efforts are ongoing, though movement remains severely hampered. Officials are warning that the danger has not passed, and citizens across southern Thailand are urged to heed all evacuation warnings and government advice. The immediate outlook remains challenging, with heavy weather patterns persisting and the threat of rising water levels continuing to loom over the region. The full recovery will be a long process, but the current focus remains squarely on saving lives and providing immediate relief. In a heartwarming show of solidarity, stranded Malaysians have expressed gratitude for the hospitality and care provided by Thai citizens and hotel staff, some of whom offered free accommodation and food despite their own hardships. The urgent focus now is securing medicine for elderly travelers with chronic conditions and ensuring safe passage out of the red zone. However, the sheer scale of the disaster means resources are stretched thin. With continuous rainfall warnings still in place for Narathiwat and Songkhla, the danger of a second wave of flooding remains a major concern for authorities. We will continue to monitor the situation in Hat Yai and bring you the very latest updates as they come in. That concludes our special coverage for tonight. Thank you for watching and see you next time.